Alrighty, hopefully you guys can see us okay. Let us know if you can see us and hear us. We are live from inside the camper.
Yeah, it's actually pretty dark out. Right now it's raining and we're getting a thunderstorm.
Yeah, out of nowhere, probably what, 4:30?
Yeah.
About 4:30.
It just got black.
It just got black, and because we weren't supposed to get rain today.
No.
And I was inside editing. Missy was outside doing some stuff out there. And I said, hey, the skies are getting dark. She picked up her phone, looked at the radar, and said, oh, my God, there's a severe thunderstorm warnings and all kinds of stuff is going on. We looked at the radar. Big red cloud is coming over. So we battened down the hatches, put everybody away, and rolled everything up. And we are in the camper.
And here we are.
And you'll probably hear the thunder in the background. So
yeah, you'll probably be able to see the rain through the window.
Yeah.
But
if all of a sudden we go bye-bye, that's because we either lost power or we lost internet. So
yeah, it happens.
Let's see how long we can go. Who we got here today?
So we have Joe Cool. And Pam B. And Una.
Hey, Una.
And Rach.
How is everybody doing today?
Hi, guys.
Oh, so
we are doing good.
Oh, good.
Well, we're doing good.
Oh, we're doing good. How are all of you doing out there in YouTube land? We have gotten a bunch of new subscribers. So first and foremost, we would like to say thank you to everybody who's here, especially you guys who come every week to our lives and come and watch our videos and shorts. You guys are awesome, and we really appreciate it. And for all of you new folks that have just popped in, my name is Eric.
And I'm Melissa.
And we are Tilted K Homestead, and we started this homestead in 2020. We bought it and we came down on 4 or 5 trips to work the land, get it ready for us to move down here permanently. And on February 26th of 2023, we brought the camper down and all our belongings, and we moved.
And here we are.
And we moved onto our homestead and started building and started getting things ready. And our channel is about our journey to becoming homesteaders. And now that we are here, it is about our journey being homesteaders.
I know. We really appreciate all of you new subscribers and our faithful subscribers that are here every week.
That's right.
With us.
And all our close friends from back home who take some time out to come check us out on a Monday night.
So, welcome, Karen Spitzer.
Hey, Karen.
McD is here.
Hey.
Charlene Grady, welcome.
Hey, Charlene Grady from the Cape.
Okay, so Una says that she's great here.
Good to hear.
Hi, guys. Hope all is well.
Who's that from?
Karen.
Okay.
Rach says, hot in this desert. Yeah, I'm sure it is. It's pretty hot here, too.
Yeah, it was steamy and a bit muggy. The storm usually pushes that in. But yesterday, guys, oh, my God. I'm going to talk a little bit about it later, but let's just say that by the time I was done with my project and got back here to the camper, I was so overheated that I had to have Missy squirt me down with the hose. I was that overheated. But we're going to talk about that a little bit more a little bit later on.
All right. So T. McD says, howdy from Cherokee, Iowa.
Cherokee, Iowa. That was an awesome state. I've been through Iowa. Never really spent a lot of time there back when I was traveling and doing music. I got to go through Iowa quite a bit, but I mostly saw it at night, unfortunately. And during the day, I saw the back of a nightclub. So,
So Scott Spencer and Susan are here from Cherokee Village.
Hey.
And they say, yes, here comes the storm. Love you guys.
Oh, yeah. No, if it's hitting us, it's going to hit you. You're not that far away.
Absolutely.
Big storm coming in, guys. Big storm.
Wichita Pharmacy says, hello, everyone.
Hey, how are you? I think we got your name right the first time.
I know. I think I learned from Tara at White Rock.
Yeah, did she clue you in? Okay,
well, she kept messing it up, so I kind of got
oh, okay.
the pronunciation. I think I have the pronunciation.
And I see Lori Larkin is in there.
Yes, I was getting through that.
Oh, okay. Go right ahead.
Says hello.
Oh, yeah, that thunder, guys. Sorry about the graininess of the picture. Frankly, we do have the new camera gear, but I did not want it plugged into the wall with all this lightning coming through. Murphy's Law says you plug a brand new $200-$300 camera into the wall during a lightning storm, and lightning will short out your camera. So I'm using the old camera. Sorry for the graininess, but there's no bounce to it. So, all
right, awesome. Wichita Pharmacy says you got it.
Oh, thank you.
About the pronunciation.
Thank you.
T. McD says Iowa stands for I oughta went around.
I oughta went around. No, right? That's not. Iowa's a nice part of the country.
People laughing out loud.
Yeah, no, it is. I remember little bits of it, and it was beautiful. I mean, listen, everybody likes something different.
Yeah, they do.
Some people pull up on a big city and see those big buildings, and they're, oh, that's so beautiful. Look at the skyline. Me, when I get out in the country and I'm on the road and I don't see any other cars, and it's all either forest or pasture or rolling hills and maybe some wildlife, maybe some cattle and horses, to me, that's beautiful.
Yeah.
That is majestic. It's freedom. It feels like freedom to me.
It's beauty. I love nature. So
yeah, I mean, I've been very blessed to travel around the country quite a bit, and a little bit of Europe, and I would rather stare at a mountainside than a skyscraper any day of the week. Yeah. It's much, much more beautiful.
So Scott says he's going to come see us all later this week. He needs some tomatoes and okra.
Okay, well,
I think we might have some.
Tomatoes are coming online very fast. Yeah. If you like cherry tomatoes, we got plenty of them. Okra is also coming online and starting to hit pretty hard.
Yeah.
So we should have plenty of that. I would say, Scott, if you wanted to come and make sure that you're getting what you want, really, Monday or Wednesday would be your best time, because we're going back to Salem, Scott. We're going to be in Salem on Tuesday afternoon. Tomorrow afternoon from 12 to 4. You can stop by there and see us. But if you don't want to drive that far, you just want to come out to the farm, Monday or Wednesday would be the best day, because we're going to have Salem on Tuesday. Then we have a farmer's market on Thursday. Then we have 2 farmers markets where we split up on Saturday. Yeah. So the harvest from Friday, we really need to try and hang on to make the trip to those 2 farmers markets worthwhile.
Yeah, because Saturday is a big day.
Saturday's a big day. Big day. I went there last Saturday, and we did really well. But I wish I had more to offer. I sold out of my okra very fast.
Cucumbers are really coming online too.
Yeah. Sold out of the beets real fast. Yeah. Sold out of the beans real fast. Mm-hmm. And I was left with cherry tomatoes, some cucumbers, and a little bit of squash. That was it. Did you
smoke the zucchini?
I think I brought back 1 zucchini. Oh,
you know what? That's right, because I made
zucchini
bread. I've been canning and preserving and making breads, and It's been a busy week.
We are right in the heart of it now in the midsummer, guys. The title does not lie, okay? We are, basically, I get up at 6 o'clock in the morning. I go out, I feed the chickens, I do my chicken chores, and then, I don't even come in. I go right into the garden. I grab a bus tote. Missy meets me out there. We started doing our harvesting first thing in the morning when the fruit is still cool from the evening and still full of the liquid that it needs, the water that it needs, and sugars first thing in the morning instead of in the afternoon when it's spent all that to stay alive. And then we come in, we have coffee and breakfast, and then start hitting whatever our projects are.
Whatever else is on the agenda for the day.
Yeah, and mostly it's Missy goes up to the greenhouses, she waters, I get out to the garden. Like this morning, I mowed the garden, mowed all the rows. We have living walkways in the rows. And then I came back. I had to do some running around in town. She started canning. And when I got back, I've
been canning like just
every
about
day.
Every other day.
Every day, or baking every day. So we are in the heart of it. This is the time where we're going to be the busiest, guys. This is it. This is our time to shine right now. So
Charlene Greedy says that it looks okay to me. I'm thinking she's talking about the picture.
I can see it's a little grainy.
A little bit, but it doesn't look too bad.
Hang on. Does this make it better, guys?
No.
Turn yours on. See if that makes it better.
I'm good. All right.
Okay.
So
wait, let me turn it off. See if it.
So go.
Oh no, it's definitely better like that. Yeah,
going
definitely.
Back to T McD says, not one national forest in Iowa. The river areas are very beautiful. Yes, right. I actually like living by rivers too. Yes. We have some the Spring River, the Strawberry River around here.
Yeah, we have a
few.
There
are some really nice rivers.
They're not mountain rivers though.
No,
no. I wouldn't call them a river by my standards. They're more like a stream in my opinion.
Well,
but they are called rivers. But I mean, Iowa, don't you have steelhead up there in the rivers? I mean, take the good with the bad, man. If you got steelhead and you like to fish, I'd be out there fly fishing steelhead every chance I got.
Yeah.
I'm going to do some fly fishing down here. Scott, he's going to key me in to all the best places. But unfortunately, we're probably not going to get to go do any fishing until this summer push is over.
Yeah,
and just probably until the water cools down a little bit. The fish, in my opinion, don't really bite that well when the water's real warm. So
no, they like it a little cooler.
They like it cooler. So we'll see, but we're gonna go fishing for sure.
Scott says, Wednesday is good for him.
Okay,
Thank you.
That sounds good.
So happy that things are picking up for you guys.
Thank you. We're very happy about it too.
I know. And he says that it is starting to rain at his house.
Oh, yeah. It started about 20 minutes ago.
Here.
You can see a little bit of it in the window behind us. Oh, yeah, I can see it coming down.
And yes, Lori, it is veggie time.
It is veggie time.
So we've actually been eating out of the garden and the food that we've grown on our homestead. Yeah,
we haven't bought vegetables from the grocery store months.
Yeah.
Probably months. So, and more importantly, we haven't bought chicken from the grocery store. I will never buy chicken from the grocery store again. Ever.
So let me finish reading this and then we can get into our whole chicken story.
Oh my goodness, the chicken story.
So Wachita Pharmacy says, I'm canning French onion soup on Thursday.
Ooh.
Have a 6-hour fermenting class tomorrow. Ooh. We're tearing out crops and getting some second summer crops started.
Very nicely done. Very nicely done.
Absolutely. I was talking to someone yesterday was it yesterday? No, it was the other day. It was the day before. I don't even know what day it is. But anyway, And we were talking about fermenting because he likes to ferment a lot, and we haven't done it yet, and we'd like to get into it.
No, we do. The problem is that's a counter space project.
It takes,
and we have no counter space.
Yeah, we don't have room to do that. So, but that is definitely something that we're interested in.
Oh yeah, no. Next year when the house is built, and we definitely will do a lot of fermenting.
And as for your second summer crops, we kind of did the same thing. We planted a lot of succession plants.
That's correct.
So that right now our cucumbers that we're picking off of, once they die off, we do have a second crop. That'll be coming in.
They're in flower now.
Yeah, they're in flower. We also did that with our squash and zucchini.
That's right.
And some tomatoes.
We have some tomatoes that are like 2 feet tall. And then we have tomatoes that are 4 feet tall. And then we have tomatoes on trellises that are getting close to 6 feet tall. So hopefully we will be in those for quite a while. But Missy has started our fall garden in the greenhouse. So we have broccoli, cauliflower, we have cabbage.
We have 2 different kinds of cabbage, red cabbage and regular green cabbage. And then
I
started Brussels sprouts.
Okay.
So right now they're probably about this big.
Which she's giving you about a 2-inch.
Yeah. 2 inches right now.
Yeah.
But they're doing good. I'm trying to keep them protected from the heat.
That's right.
So they don't die on me. So they'll last until they need to go into the garden.
That's right. And we remember coming down here in August, and it was stupid hot. So we're thinking, because those are, they don't really like the heat, we'll keep them in the greenhouse. It's got shade cloth, so it is protected.
So one of the greenhouses, our second greenhouse over, has shade cloth that I pull a little bit down to one side so that it's getting a lot of shade and there's not so much sun.
No.
So it's not as hot in there.
No, it's not.
Which helps.
And neither of them are really hot. But the first one, it's pulled back the other way so that it gets more sun.
More sun, because that's where I start my seeds. So that needs a lot more sun.
And even on the hottest days, guys, it's at least 10 to 15 degrees cooler in there. So we're going to keep them in there. Probably mid-August. They should be 5-6 inches tall.
They'll be ready.
They'll be ready to go out into the garden. We're going to put the garlic out there at that point. We looked into garlic the other day.
We did.
We're thinking 500 cloves.
We're looking at doing a substantial amount of garlic. We weren't here in time, so we didn't get to plant garlic. But I'll get back to that because, hold on. T McD, fishing's great, but rivers are dirty with pesticides and fields are full of GMO corn and beans.
I'm telling you, man. I feel your pain.
That's one of the problems.
We're going to discuss pesticides and herbicides in a few minutes, and that's going to lead you into tomorrow's video. So
yes, Pam, homegrown veggies are a blessing. I love them.
We've eaten 4 or 5 all homestead meals already.
Yeah, we have. We've been trying to eat.
Been here 5 months, guys, eating homestead meals already.
I know. Everything grown on our land. Yes. Yay.
Thank you.
So Una says, Melissa, is there anything you wish you had not planted this year, or maybe wish that you had planted this year? Well,
there's a lot of stuff we wish we planted.
Yeah, because we got here at the end of February, it was so hard to figure out and determine. We wanted a spring crop, but so one of the things that I did is I tried to plant cabbage, broccoli, and cauliflower, and we were not successful because it got too hot too fast.
Yep, and it all bolted.
Those plants bolted, or the groundhog ate them.
Yep.
So
stinking little groundhog.
So I wish that I would have learned.
7 of them, guys. 7 groundhogs.
Yeah, I wish I would have known earlier, and I wish that I would have started lettuce earlier in the greenhouse and left it in the greenhouse.
Yeah.
Because lettuce is actually thriving better in our greenhouse than it did in the ground.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
the sunlight was just cooking it. And then the groundhogs came in and they just decimated.
Yeah, they did. They killed our entire
And as
crop.
far as something we regret planting, the corn. We planted a whole row of corn.
Yeah.
Beautiful corn. Everybody said corn doesn't grow around here. Nobody grows corn. We grew a 70-foot long row of corn. Came up no problem. It was ornamental corn, so it was the colored corn. It was
Indian corn that I wanted to try because I didn't want to go for the sweet corn right away. I wanted to see if I could get corn to actually grow.
Yep.
So
and we could.
Our mistake was that we did it in a row and didn't do it in a block.
That's right. So we have determined what happened was every time we get a storm, the wind was blowing our corn over. Yeah. Okay. We thought that it wasn't getting rooted enough, but in fact, it was getting rooted enough. Some of them had some bug damage at the root, and that was slightly the cause. But pretty much after every windstorm or rainstorm, corn was flopped over. And what I have determined from watching it is that if you put them all in rows like this, when the wind comes across this way, the corn only goes to that row. It doesn't fall all the way over and snap at the hinge. Same going this way. All directions, it only falls a little bit and leans on it. Because we only had one row, when the wind came through, it just flopped it right over. Yeah. And once it snapped at the hinge, it was all over. We had the same problem with our sunflowers. So our sunflowers get so top heavy and tall, and because we didn't have another sunflower against it, it didn't have any support.
There wasn't any barrier.
So the wind just knocked it over and snapped it. So live and learn. This first year is about learning. Yeah. And now we know we're going to plant a little grove of sunflowers, and we're going to plant a whole grove of the corn.
Yeah.
So that it can get some protection. But yeah, it's all on the ground, and we're basically, it's not a waste, guys. Guess who's eating the corn?
The chickens.
The chickens are eating the corn, and they love it.
They do.
They love it.
We've been peeling the husk back and just throwing it in, and they absolutely love it.
Yep, they totally love it. So, and we're going to take the remaining stalks, and we're going to let them dry out, and then we're going to lash a few of them to the fronts of our tents at the farmers market.
For the fall. Hopefully we can get some. We can get some use out of the stalks.
At least
dry
it'll look
them out.
Pretty.
And
then we'll bring them home and feed them to the chickens.
It'll be ornamental. That's okay. Lesson learned. So hold on one second. Welcome One Day at a Time Homestead.
Welcome
says, hello,
One Day
everyone.
at a Time.
Susie Jacobson is here.
Hey, Susie.
Hello from the Stanley family.
Hey, Stanley family.
All right. Pam B says she also has shade cloth on her greenhouse too. It does make a big difference.
It's a huge difference.
It does.
It's a game changer right there.
The Homestead Carver.
Hey
guys, I made it.
Hey,
thanks for joining us tonight.
Thank you for joining us.
Peter Boy, sorry I've been MIA last few weeks. Hope you're all doing good.
We are doing good. And we hope you're busy. Good too. Yeah.
Yes, thanks for joining us tonight.
Yes, thank you for stopping in.
All right, let's see.
What up?
Let's see. Eunice says, oh, wait, One Day at a Time Homestead. Hello. Okay. Got that part. Sorry, guys. Eunice says, y'all are doing an awesome job. That's great to know about the corn and lettuce. Thank you so much. You're welcome.
No problem. No problem.
We're learning as we go along.
We are learning.
We don't pretend to know everything.
I don't pretend to know anything.
Yeah,
I don't know nothing.
And I was just talking to a really good friend from back north yesterday, and she was asking me the same question. She's like, how do you know all this? You know what? I talk to friends that know a lot of this information, or I Google it.
Google it, or
I read a lot in my books.
We read a lot. We have a several binder books, this
Yeah.
thick, guys, full of information from the extension office. Here's a clue. If you have any need any information whatsoever, and it has to do with agriculture or raising livestock, reach out to your extension office. They are usually an extension of the state university's agricultural department. Pretty much every county in America has one.
Yep.
All that they do is provide information and help to local farmers to help them become successful.
Yeah. And I also look on the Farmer's Almanac. They have a lot of good information. Like if you plug in your zip code,
that's right,
they'll give you all the information for your area.
That's right.
On any kind of plants and anything you want to grow.
Now, I will say, don't go to any one source and take that as gospel. If the Farmer's Almanac says one thing, check with your extension office or your gardening channel or a gardening book or whatever. Make sure you have several sources that kind of is saying the same thing, because what ends up happening is you'll run into people or institutions that think their way is the only way.
Yeah, I always try to cross-reference and always try to make sure that there's a number of people saying the same thing before we actually implement something.
That's right. And take all of that information with a grain of salt too, because what works for us here in our subclimate in our part of the county may not work for someone north of us or east or west or south of us. Every little thing you do, take all that information in, put those practices into place, but you really, there's nothing compares to getting out in your garden first thing in the morning, walking your garden, seeing what it's doing. Same with livestock. Get out, look at your livestock first thing in the morning. And then even if you're working a 40, 50, 60-hour job, in the evening, go out to your garden, go out to your livestock again and see what they look like and see what your crops look like. And they will tell you what they need. Our basic instinct is water, 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 water when it comes to the garden. You can't add enough water. We were from New England. Our soil drained fantastically. I could water my garden every single day and it would never get root rot.
Yeah.
Here we have clay soil. It does not drain so well.
No, it's...
So our plants tell us. We go out there and we look at our plants and nothing is wilting. Nothing is drooping. Cucumbers, when it's 90 degrees in the late afternoon, they droop. All cucumbers droop in that kind of sun. But the tomatoes are not. Our squashes are not.
No.
Everything is doing fine. Your plants will tell you what they need.
Yeah.
Same with your animals. I mean, you're feeding them in the morning. You're feeding them at night. If you throw your scoop of food down, say for your chickens, and your chickens come out of that coop and 4 of them run to the food and 15 of them run out into the pasture to start picking bugs, you've got a food issue. They're not liking that food. I mean, they should be running in, getting some of that food, and then within 5 minutes, you'll see them starting to disperse and go forage.
Yeah, and we do
At least in our experience with our chickens,
we do
that's
have
what
a few of our laying hens that absolutely love to forage. I mean, they right now,
but they hit that bowl. They hit that bowl first thing in the morning.
They do hit the pan,
but then they're gone.
They do. And they like the little forest behind them.
They're in the woods all the time.
They spend pretty much their afternoon in the forest.
As soon as the sun hits their coop, they either scoot under the coop or they go into the woods and they're 10, 15 feet into the woods and they're just milling around in there in the shade, eating the bugs, having a wonderful chicken life. So
the other thing that we found that was really helpful is we found this, what is it called? Clyde's Planner.
The Clyde's Planner.
And it tells you...
a little sliding
garden
planner. It goes off of your...
It gives you vegetables, it goes off of your frost dates.
And it does a spring and it does a fall planting. And again,
and it's free. If you go online,
you can get it some places for free, but I think we paid $4 for it. We got it from Haas Tools or something like that, or Baker Creek, I think, for like $4.
Where it was?
It was super cheap, but it's a guide. It's not gospel. It's the guide. It gives
you an estimated idea of when you should be putting your plants in the ground, when you should be starting them inside from seed
for your climate zone.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of useful things out there, but the most useful thing, watch your plants, watch your animals. In my experience, they will tell you what they want. They will tell you what they need. But let me tell you something. Your animals have to be alive.
Okay, hold on a second. Joe Cool wants to know, is it okay for me to email you and get some of your tips, like how to make your own potting soil? Absolutely.
Absolutely. Yeah. You can hit me up. The email is down in the description. It should be in the description of this. It should be in the description of everything that we put out. Put from Joe Cool in the subject line.
Yeah.
Okay. So that it pops in my head. I check our emails every single morning. But if it just says questions about so-and-so, I might blow it off. So make sure you put Joe Cool in the subject line. I'll know it's you. There's two things I want to hit real quick. Have you got everybody?
Okay, hold on. No. Joe Cool says that I do that every morning, but it isn't doing much. So you go check your animals and your garden every morning. Is that what you're referring to?
But it isn't doing much. Well, if you're checking your garden,
says thanks.
If you're checking your garden every single morning and it's not doing too much, then
it might need fertilizer.
It might need fertilizer. Yeah. It might need sunlight.
Yeah.
Okay. You need to look at what the plant is looking for.
Okay. He says yes. He says my garden.
Okay. So if you're not getting the growth that you think you should get.
Is your garden in full sun?
Is it in full sun? What does your soil look like? Start with sun. How much sun is your plants getting? Tomatoes, you want 8 to 12 hours of full sun on tomatoes. Peppers, 10 to 12 hours.
Yeah, peppers absolutely love the heat.
Squash, 8 hours.
We're learning that
at least.
Yep.
Once you know that you have eliminated that and you have sun, plenty of sun getting on your plants, then you're going to look at fertilizer. So you can use you can go to Walmart and you can get a 10-7-10 or a 12-7 12-10 12. It's nitrogen, it's potassium, and it's I
always forget what the last one is.
It's NPK. It's nitrogen, potassium, and
calcium.
No, it's not calcium. It's. Look it up, guys. I'm sorry, I'm having a brain fart. I can't remember. Anyway, this is the 3 numbers. So, nitrogen will help your plant to grow.
So he says yes, and soil is mixed clay and compost.
Mixed clay and compost. Okay, so first you need to do is check your pH. Okay, find your extension office. Most of them will do a soil sample for free. You're a little late in the year now. You want to do that before.
Yeah.
But it's not going to hurt to go get some hydrated lime and just sprinkle it in a row. Okay. That will lower your that will raise your pH if your pH is too low. If it's too acidic, see what the plants do. Potassium and calcium, you pretty much want to be adding those about this time of year. Like your tomatoes. If you've got nice tall tomato plants, but your fruit isn't coming on real well, a little potassium, little calcium, that's what makes the fruit grow. Nitrogen makes the plant grow. Yep. Potassium and calcium make the fruit grow.
Yeah, so Lori says that local information is a must, like
Yes.
you said, zip codes or
Yes.
the postal. Yeah, the postal codes. We have postal
codes. Yes.
Welcome, Freedom Redbird. Hi, Brenda.
Hey, Brenda.
She says, "Hi, Erica, Missy. Hey, it's Bob Teague. Hi,
Hey,
guys.
Bob and his wife,
Donna.
Donna. All right, so we're gonna hit that right now. So I was in Mountain Home last week on this week on Saturday. No, I'm gonna go now. And they came to visit me, and I appreciate it. I told you, but I didn't tell them.
I know.
They came to visit me at the end of the farmers market, and it was such a blessing and really a joy to see them and have them come out. We didn't spend a lot of time together because they were going to lunch. It was excruciatingly hot, and I had to get all our vegetables back home. I apologize, guys, that I didn't spend more time with you. It was just one of those circumstances, but I was truly glad that you stopped by to see me.
I know, it's always really nice to meet people that are actually following our channel.
Yes, it's fantastic. Yeah. We have no problem with that.
It helps to put a face to all these names that we see all the time. He says, wow, we just had a bloomer blowover.
Oh. Well, then it's coming our way.
It is. It's coming. We do have some rain, but
it'll be here
and
soon.
Some thunder, but it's not quite here yet. They're saying in our area probably like between 7 and 8:30 is going to be the worst of it.
Yeah.
So
can I tell the chicken story?
Hold on. Joe Cool says thanks. You are welcome.
No problem.
Just
email
send
me an email,
and we'll try to answer any questions that we know, or we'll try to point you in the right direction.
And remember, nothing that we tell you is gospel. It's just what has worked for us, or it's information that we have gotten. You need to try everything. Like anything in your garden, guys, that you're doing, you think you have a problem. You may have one problem. You may have 5 problems. You never know. Put your remedy out in a little area. See what it does. If it does good, then spread it out to the whole garden. You don't want to go in and spread a ton of fertilizer when fertilizer wasn't the problem. Then you've killed your whole garden.
Yeah, because too much fertilizer can burn your roots.
That's right. A little compost, little lime.
T. McD, we do use fish emulsion.
Fish emulsion, yes.
Mixed in water. She puts it in her garden. It really perks everything up. We do.
Yes, we do.
We also use some granules.
We use
when I pot, I like to use the granules to get things going.
But that's mostly in the flowers.
Yes, in the flower pot.
In the vegetables, it's almost exclusively fish emulsion in the greenhouse. And then when it goes out to the garden, we use a combination of compost and chicken manure.
Yep.
So I have chicken manure. I have a big pile of chicken manure that's almost a year old now that I am mixing with the compost. And we have neighbors down the road that have a chicken operation. They have a meat bird operation.
Yes, they do.
They have 10, something like that. Chicken houses. Oh,
yeah. How much did they say?
30,000 birds
30,
in each house. They have a big operation over there. And they have put a year-old chicken manure off to the side, and I'm going to go pick that up this spring because I just don't have a place to put it right now. So we till that into the soil. We do not do a no-till method here. We have too much clay. It will get too hard. Eventually we can get to a no-till, but I have to till that clay soil up and get organic matter in there to loosen it up. When I get it loose 2 feet down, then I can start not tilling it. But we do have worms and we do have things.
Yeah, we do. We have worms in our garden, so that's a good thing. It's aerating our soil for us.
And we watch the no-till gardener.
Yeah.
And guess what? He tills.
Yeah, he does some tilling. So, okay. Freedom Redbird said, great info, guys. Bob Teague says, no problem, because you didn't get to spend a lot of time. But next time. Pure Okie is here.
Hey,
hi.
How are you?
She says, Heidi Ho,
JB?
JD.
JD.
JB. I said it wrong.
JB. Or Mima.
Yes.
Or Mima.
How are you?
How are you? She's such a nice lady. And you know what?
Are.
I love her because she is unencumbered by conventional norms. Like that woman, she calls it like she sees it, and I really
She's
appreciate
real.
that.
You're real.
Yeah.
You're real. You tell it like it is.
Yeah.
And that's awesome because we like that.
Yeah. Yeah, I like that a lot. You know, you call a spade, and you know, it's if people are fake, you have no problem going, that person's fake. So I like her. I think she's hot. It was so good
to meet you.
Yeah, she's a hot ticket.
I
want to tell the chicken story.
I know. Hold on. Tiny Farm Nuggets says peace.
Tiny Farm Nuggets.
Thanks for joining us tonight.
Hey, Tiny Farm Nuggets. What's going on with your place? Have you fully rebuilt the house? I remember the camper last year. It burnt down, or the house burnt down. Unfortunately, I'm only catching tidbits of your story online. I'm just so busy. I'm not watching much of anybody anymore, really. It's not personal. I'm just so busy, guys. I really apologize. But I am interested in finding out what's going on over there because I love you guys' story. So,
all right. Hi, Bailey.
Send me a comment. Send me an email. Let me know what's going on. Make a video. All right, I'm telling the chicken story.
Okay, hold on. One more thing. Tiny Farm Nuggets says that rabbit poop rules, and some telling, yes, we got clay too. Yeah. Yes, hopefully this fall we'll have rabbits, so that's another story to come.
Yeah.
But let's see, Tiny Farm Nuggets, no rebuilding budgeted. We must slow rebuild. Thanks for asking.
No problem.
Yeah,
man.
We're gonna totally try to catch up. I know it's been super busy, and there's a lot of channels that we don't have time to watch.
I've seen videos that I want to watch, and I put them in my watch later. And what I need, guys, I need a couple days of rainy days so that I'm just trapped here in the camper. So
hi, Cindy. Thanks for coming and joining us.
Hi, Cindy.
She says, hello, my friend. Sorry I'm late. It's okay.
It's okay. I'm about to tell the chicken story, Cindy.
So now it's your turn to talk.
Oh, look at that. All right, let me sit forward, guys. So, chicken story. I think I touched on it last week in our live, but we had our second batch of chicken birds that were supposed to come in last week. We ordered 35 male Cornish cross jumbo chickens. Mm-hmm. Wednesday we got the emails. No, so it wasn't in the live last week.
No.
Wednesday we got the email. Friday the birds arrived at the post office. Mm-hmm. So we jumped in the truck or car, whichever we jumped into.
We were all set up.
Ready to go.
The brooder was all set.
I'm ready this time.
You know?
Got to the post office, chirp, 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 knocked on the door, chirp, chirp, chirp. And I said to Missy, look in the box before we leave the post office. She opened the box up, guys. On one side, there's two sides to the box. She opened up one side. One bird was alive. They were all dead.
It was so disappointing.
Opened up the other side. 5 birds were alive. They were all dead. Of 35 birds.
We had 6 birds.
Yeah, 6 birds total. And they sent 1 extra, so it was 36 birds.
Yeah.
30 of them were dead.
And then by the time we got home,
another one died.
There was one that didn't really look that great, and that one died too.
Dead. Not happy, guys. Look at my face.
Yeah.
I was not happy. I was on the phone as soon as the hatchery opened up. Now, they were very accommodating. They understood completely. There was no hassle whatsoever.
No.
They told me that this week our replacement birds will be coming out. No problem. They stand behind their birds, and I know that they do. it's I don't want to see birds die for no reason.
It was
okay? First of all,
it was disappointing and devastating all at the same time because
you
we
open
were
that box
so
and they're all
excited.
dead.
And it was warm, and
it was
we were
perfect for
ready for them to come. Everything was all set up, and now we have.
Well, I told them. I said, "Listen, we're on a schedule here, and if I have to wait 2 weeks for these new birds to come in, then that pushes my last batch back. You've got to get me these birds next week."
Yeah.
They said that they would. We should get an email pretty soon that they're coming in. I'm not necessarily blaming it on the hatchery.
No.
Okay, this is a 2-step process to getting these chicks here. The hatchery has no interest in sending me dead birds or sending me sick birds. I'm sure their quality control is weeding out the bad birds, or at least I hope so. But there's a lot of hands that handle that box full of birds between the hatchery and us. It takes 2 days to get here.
We're thinking that they were either mishandled in transport,
put in a steaming hot truck and left out in a parking lot.
Yeah, or it was
something.
Too cold in the post office and they didn't have them in a warm enough area. But it was so awful. You have no idea what it was like to open that box and see
all those
birds, and those poor little ones that were alive were just trampling all on top of the dead ones, and it was just
it was horrible. So I don't know, guys. We lost a lot of birds in our first batch, and those birds came to us and they had something going on.
Yeah, there was a lot of them in our first batch that when we were taking them out and looking at them, they just didn't look healthy at all. And so we did have a big loss. But this time was just even more devastating.
Yeah. So we have another batch coming in the fall. Hopefully that will be fine. If it is not fine, or if these replacement birds come and they are not fine, then we are going to change what we're doing when it comes to getting our meat birds.
Yeah.
If I have to, I will drive up to the hatchery in Missouri, and I will go pick up the birds myself, because I can't. I don't want these kind of losses, guys.
Rach, it is sad.
Like I just don't. I don't want these kind of losses. So that brings me.
Hold on 1 second, because this is the first time that Three Little Goats Homestead has made it to our live. Hi, Jamie.
Hey, Jamie.
Thanks for coming to our live.
Thanks for coming to the live. Is it raining over at your place yet?
She got done with chores early and finally made it to the live.
Oh,
Yay,
that's awesome. Thank you.
Okay, so Bob Teague got 1/3 of an inch of rain in 10 minutes, and it's heading our way for shore.
Yeah.
Yay.
Well, we have all the hatches battened down. Missy went.
We're prepared.
She closed up the greenhouses. I closed up our sheds. I tightened down the gazebo, the canopy.
Yeah.
We're as good as we're gonna get, guys. That's all there is to it.
Jamie says that she got done milking right before it started pouring.
Wow. Oh, good.
That was a good time.
So here's the thing, guys. We were talking about pesticides in the river. Who was that? That was T. McD. So tomorrow's video that's going to be coming out, it has to do with herbicides and pesticides being sprayed here on my property. I had to take some pretty quick and immediate steps to make sure that didn't happen. So I don't want to give too much away because I want you to go look at the video. But
that'll be coming out tomorrow.
We had to stop herbicide spraying on our property very quickly. And while we got it done, oh my God, guys, it was so hot yesterday when I was doing this project, and it should have been a 2-hour project. It ended up being 6 hours. It was a disaster. It's done the way I wanted, but it was a disaster happening. It was so hot by the time I got back here to the camper that I was dizzy. I was having
he
problems.
Spent way too much time in the sun.
I was having a lot of problems, guys. I was having a lot of problems. I'm a big guy. and I knew that I was overheated. I couldn't think straight, and I just got back and I said to Missy, I says, get the water hose. I stripped down to my skivvies right outside the camper, and I said, start hosing me down because I was that hot. I mean, I was steaming hot. Luckily, that cooled me down. I got dried off. I came in the camper. We had the AC on in the camper, and I was able to sit down in here for a little while. But probably after 15 minutes from cooling down that quick, I couldn't keep my eyes open. I had to lay down on the couch, which this couch is okay to sit on, but trust me, you don't want to be taking a nap on this couch.
No.
And I closed my eyes for about 15, 20 minutes before I was actually feeling like, okay, I can stand up now. I can sit up. Everything's a little clearer.
Yeah.
It was hot, hot, hot. You'll see it. Wait till you see this video, man. I am fully dressed because of the tick situation. Jeans, shirt, boots, the whole 9 yards. I was soaked like I jumped in a lake.
Yeah. It was hot yesterday.
Nasty. So stay tuned for that. That's coming out tomorrow.
Okay, so let's see. Jamie says, no wind here, just got a lot of lightning so far.
Oh, okay, good.
Rach says, how come you guys don't get a hold of Jeff, Bobblehead Homestead? Okay, so Pure Okie did say that, and I was going to say that too. He's in the middle of moving, so...
He is in the middle of his new homestead build, and
we already had
Jeff is a good 2.5, 3 hours away.
Yeah, and we already had pre-ordered our chicks at the beginning of the season.
Yeah, before we even moved down here, we pre-ordered our chicks. We had never met Jeff.
Yeah.
We had no contact with Jeff at the time. I mean, it would have been like the only way I could have contacted him was in comments in his videos.
Yeah.
It's just not the right scenario to say, hey, brother, can I come to your house and check things out and, hang out for a little while and buy your chickens?
Yeah.
You kind of want to ease into those things, but we have met Jeff now.
Mm-hmm.
Super awesome guy.
Yeah.
And I would feel more comfortable reaching out to him and saying, look, I want to get some chickens. I want to get them local. Can I come or can we meet somewhere and get some chickens? Now, Jeff, from what I understand, mostly raises layers or dual purpose birds.
Yes.
So we wouldn't be able to get Cornish cross or the red.
Yeah,
red
these
roasters.
are our meat birds that we have ordered.
That's right.
We already have all of our layers, and they're doing absolutely fine.
They're doing fine. And when it comes time in a couple, 2-3 years, when our layers stop their production, and it comes time to replace them, we can go to Jeff.
Yeah.
Or we can go to It's All Grady.
Yep.
We can go to a bunch of different places.
Denise she's hatching out her chickens too, so
we have other sources for those birds.
People that we can get birds from.
But the meat birds, if you want Cornish cross, if you want a hybrid bird, you kind of got to go to a hatchery. So,
and we're new, so we wanted a bird that we knew that other people were raising that were pretty easy to raise, and knew that we'd get a lot of meat off of them.
And you can't beat an 8-week turnaround, guys. So we raised female Cornish cross the first time around. We averaged 4.5 pounds per bird dressed out, and they were here for 8 weeks. You can't beat that.
No.
I mean, they're
and the chicken's really good too.
The chicken's fantastic. You know what I mean? It's just, you just can't beat it. Like if cost efficiency, and quality of meat versus your feed intake is a big priority, then they're really good birds to have, in my opinion. If you're looking for a special trade, if you're looking for a special thing, I guess the breast chickens is a big thing going on now. Breast chickens is a big thing going on right now.
Yep.
I'm not in the stage where I'm ready to do any experimenting. The Cornish cross will do what we need them to do. They produce a large amount of meat. That's what we're going to go with until we're a little bit more comfortable with what's going on.
So, Bob said that Bobblehead is at least 5 hours away.
Probably 5 hours away.
He's much further west of us.
Yeah, he is.
So that makes a big difference. Jamie said yesterday was cool compared to what we are going to get this week. Ugh, yeah.
Yeah, but it was hot
heat.
yesterday. I don't know. Maybe you're in a subclimate over there, Jamie, but oh my goodness.
I don't know.
It
wasn't.
Hot.
I was outside doing work, but I was in and out of the camper.
It wasn't as much the heat as it was. I was just dripping in sweat.
He was just working too hard, and he shouldn't have been working that hard in the afternoon.
Yeah, and dust, and it was just watch the video.
It'll be out tomorrow.
Yeah, and I was frustrated because the equipment that I was using broke down numerous times, and it was frustrating, and I was getting pissy, and it did not work out the way I planned.
So yes, Jamie, she says we'll have to come out and check out her meat birds. She got away from Cornish.
What is she?
And couldn't be happier.
What are you raising?
I think that she told me
don't tell us.
Had breasts.
No, don't. Yeah, I think she did. Don't tell us, because we do want to come check out your operation.
Yeah.
We can't wait to meet your husband and the family and see the cows and see everything. Guys, you need to go check out Three Little Goats channel.
Yeah,
go show Jamie.
Goats Homestead. We met Jamie at a farmer's market. She goes to a couple of farmers markets we attend.
And they are retired veterans, awesome people.
Yeah.
Go check them out. They have a fantastic channel. Yeah. Go show her some love.
I know. And
please.
She just got a new cow.
She's got a new jersey.
Yeah. And wondering if you had your calf yet.
Oh, that's right. It was a bred out cow. So.
Yeah.
Oh, wouldn't that be fantastic if we were there and got to see
breast.
The cow?
She says not breast.
Not
okay.
Breast. Don't tell me that.
So
Don't
I got
tell
it
me.
Wrong. But...
I want the surprise. It'll motivate me to take a break and come over, because you're not that far away.
All right.
All right, we're running out of time. There's one other thing I want to ask you guys before we get to the end. Okay, this is very, very important. So I have been toying around with the idea of having the membership for our channel. Okay? And I don't want to make a commitment to you guys to provide certain things for a membership and not be able to provide that. So what I need to know is, you don't have to commit to joining now. I just want to know, would that be something you would be interested in? Drop me a comment here. Send me an email. Reach out to me and let me know if that would be something you would be interested in. Because I don't want to disappoint you guys. You guys have hit the subscribe button. That's all I need.
You guys are great for
that
coming and joining us and following our journey.
That's right.
We can't even be happier.
But I would love to be able to provide more information and more personal information to you guys. Maybe, members only live, a chat group or something that we would be in.
Karen Spitzer says no. So
no. Okay, Karen. So I appreciate your candor.
No, it's fine, because
that's what I want to know. If you're not into it, that's fine.
This is good.
I think that this is good too. I'm just exploring our options. That's all I'm doing.
We don't want to make anyone have to pay for any extra information.
No.
I think it's awesome that you guys are here and joining us and sharing our journey together.
And the only way I can find out if this is something you guys would like is to ask. I'm not
and
trying
we're not even really sure what else we would add.
Yeah, no, I am 75% against this and 25% for it.
We've
That's
been
it, guys.
Listening and getting information from other channels, and
that's right.
Trying to figure out what works for us
and what is going to work best for you.
Yeah, absolutely. So
and I don't have no problem giving out any information that we have. No, and we'll do it on our channel. We'll do it here on the live for you guys. That's not it. I was thinking more of kind of a one-on-one, like a chat group that I was in on a scheduled day once a week that you could ask about our journey or any personal questions that we may not be able to reveal here on the channel. It could just be a really bad idea.
Pierogi wants to know, do we get free popsicles if we do memberships?
Sure.
I don't know. By the time we mail them out, they might be melted.
Yeah, you would. I'm not going to give emojis out for $5, guys.
We don't really find it necessary. No. We just wanted to find out what you guys thought.
It's an idea, and I need to know if it's a good idea or a bad idea. Let me know. Good? Thumbs up? All right. Real easy, guy. Thumbs up, thumbs down.
Oh, and don't forget to hit the thumbs up button. Come on, guys.
Hit the thumbs up button. But for this question, I need thumbs down or thumbs up.
Yeah.
Let me know what's going on.
Okay.
And
so Joe Cool is sending an email now.
Oh, okay. I'll check it out when we're done, Joe.
3 little goats. Jamie says no calf yet. Oh, bummer. Maybe during the storm.
Or at midnight.
Yeah.
From all the channels we watch, they always have them on the coldest day, on the rainiest day, or on the darkest day.
Yeah. And Wachita Pharmacy. I'm trying to do this really fast because it's already 7 o'clock. She says they'll check you out for sure. 3 little goats.
Thank you. Go check out 3 little goats.
So I can't afford being anyone's members, but if I could, I'd join.
That's okay.
Don't worry about it. We're good with the way things are. We just wanted to get kind of
just a feeler.
Yeah.
It's just a feeler, guys. It's just a feeler.
Because
and so far I'm getting the feeling that it's a no.
No, it's not even worth it.
No.
So
I won't bring it up again.
We're happy with you guys just being here and, like I said, following our journey and coming to our lives and chatting, and maybe eventually we'll get to meet everybody.
Yeah, sometimes. Hey, listen.
And before we
I'd like to know which one of you hasn't had a bad idea in the past that you went, oh, that was really a bad idea. It happens. It's probably a bad idea.
Okay, before we go, we are going to the
Homesteaders Expo in Marshfield, Missouri. That is August 25th and 26th.
Mm-hmm.
We will be making a day trip out there both days. Please, if you are in the area or you coming to that event, seek us out. We will be there. We are going there mainly to catch up with all of y'all. There is a bunch of channels that are out that way that we want to hook up with and meet finally. There is a bunch of subscribers to our channel that are out that way and that we really want to meet and hang out with.
And there's a bunch of interesting topics that they're going to cover at the expo that we think would be...
they're good for us. So they have tons and tons of speakers going on there. But it's like 3 of them that I actually really want to make sure that I get to. Pig processing, definitely want to see that. Never seen a pig processed. I'm sure it's like a deer or anything else, but I'd like to see it happen. She wanted to see the bees. And
we do. Eventually, we do want bees.
And foraging in the Ozarks.
Yes, that is really
a
interesting.
Must go see.
Because there's a lot of things in our area and actually on our property that we know we can forage, but we're not quite sure how to actually do it or exactly what we're looking for.
So we were totally into foraging when we were back in New England. I would even go and get wild mushrooms. I'd get chicken of the woods. I would get lion's mane. I would get hen of the woods. I would get all kinds of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And like foraging up there, I'm assuming it's the same down here. There are some things you eat the flowers. There's some things you eat the leaves. There are some things you need to boil. There's some things that you don't. I don't know what those particulars are. We have honeysuckle here.
Yeah.
I'm assuming you can eat the honeysuckle flower, but can I eat the leaf?
I found out from our neighbor that yes, you can eat the honeysuckle, and it's actually used, you could make jelly out of it, and there's so many other things.
But can you use the leaves? Can you use the stalk? Can you, some things you want to harvest the root? I'm dying for this foraging class. So
Watchtower Pharmacy says, if you ever hit Midwestern Arkansas, you have an open invitation to our farm. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Yeah, we would love to come and visit.
Midwestern. Okay, so you are probably down near Ivy's Family Factotum.
Yes.
They are in Midwestern Arkansas as well. Go check out Ivy's Family Factotum. Again, a veteran.
Yes, and another good channel.
Good channel, doing the same things we are.
They are doing a lot, and they are actually building a cabin right now.
They're building 3 cabins.
Well, yes.
They're building their cabin, and then the in-laws are coming, and the in-laws on the other side, I believe, are coming. But great guy, great lady, great family, awesome people. Go check their channel out too.
Right. They say they will check them out.
Yeah.
Jamie says honeysuckle jelly is delicious. Yes.
Jamie would know.
I know.
She makes some pretty good stuff.
So we've already actually learned a lot from Jamie. Like we've got a lot of information.
She's been a very good local mentor.
Yeah, good resource.
Yes.
Let's see. Foraging the Ozarks by Bo Brown is a great book too.
Okay, I will look into that.
So that's what Jamie
says.
But
we are way past our hour.
But they haven't shut us off yet, so thanks for staying with us, guys.
That's right. Thanks for coming. We really appreciate it. Thanks for subscribing to our channel and following our story. We really appreciate each and every one of you. There will be no membership, guys. I've asked the question. I've gotten my answer.
And we will check the email, Joe.
Yeah, I'll check it. I'll check it as soon as I wrap this up, and I'll try and get back to you with whatever information I can.
All right,
Let's guys.
Watchtower Pharmacy says, good talk night, everyone. Pam B says, have a nice night. You have a wonderful night, and thanks for joining us.
See you later, guys.
Bye, guys.